Welcome. I would like to begin by congratulating you for making the decision to take the first steps towards your success through Naturally Plus. The reality I personally encountered through Naturally Plus exceeded my greatest expectations. A small island country with a population of 127 million people, Japan has grown to become the second largest MLM market in the world. In this environment, Naturally Plus has taken its own path of development and created a new and unique culture that has proved its significance on a global scale. Real people, real smiles, real testimonials, and real success. That's Naturally Plus. The paradigm of network marketing was shattered to pieces. I was awestruck to find a company for the first time that walked the talk. The testimonials, both business and health. Naturally Plus truly created miraculous results through its products, compensation plan, and culture. It's the quality of Naturally Plus's achievements that has brought such significant value to this opportunity. The title of this video training says it all. You will learn the fundamentals, but also very important business skills to becoming successful. You will get an opportunity to shift your mental paradigm to a success mindset and start your business with explosive momentum. Now let's begin. Before we can get into the detailed basic skills and preparations for which this training is designed for, it's very important to reset your mind from everyday living and switch it to a success mindset. It is your mental attitude that will change all outcomes. Success is never an accident, but the result of a wholly success-conditioned state of mind. And remember, miracles happen just beyond your reach when you think all effort has been exhausted. Success belongs to those who believe in it the most and believe in it the longest. And surround yourself with success-minded friends and people and create your own environment. The most important thing is to be true to yourself. Make that promise to yourself. Unlike any other business, Naturally Plus only requires the purchase of one product and a small registration fee to begin, and you are free to do the business anytime you desire. No one will chase you around and force you to work, even if you decide to quit tomorrow. No time card or boss to tell you when to work. This is why it is so important to make that promise to yourself to be able to grasp that future you have in mind. We have all the tools you'll need to get started, and also, rest assured, we will have more new and exciting tools yet to come. It's self-management that separates the successful from the rest, and that's why a clear image of your objective, goal setting, is an essential. There can never be a path without a destination. Purpose precedes planning. Naturally Plus is a business that asks a few questions for people to think about. What is your ideal lifestyle? Everyone's lifestyle is highly dependent and restricted by the income they earn. Your future 3 years from now, for example, can be in most part predicted by the job that you have, spouse you are with, and the situation you are in. One of the first ideals our members desire is to be able to continuously buy the products for their own health. After experiencing the product's quality and benefits firsthand, the first people you'd want to share it with would be your family and close friends. However, when you start buying for all of your family, it can become very difficult financially. What if, through Naturally Plus, you could initially earn just enough to pay for your products? As you can imagine, many people are highly motivated when an opportunity matches the ideal. Many may want to earn a stable extra $1,000 a month. If you have that kind of income from a side business, you have so many options that open up to you. How about $3,000 extra every month? Maybe some of you might even quit your day job and make Naturally Plus your main income source. Basically, from a range of earning just enough to get your products virtually free of charge to earning over a couple of $1 million annually, your ideal can be achieved through Naturally Plus. Do you want to live a life of compromises and letting go of your dreams? And are you prepared? And have you made the decision to live the rest of your life like that? Or would you like to live a life striving towards your goals and giving it all that you have to make it turn into reality? Everyone has their ideal, and so it's not the question whether one has an ideal or not, but rather they have the means to attain it. Some of you may look at Naturally Plus as a dream business that allows you to earn an amazing income or even all expense paid trips. However, my wish is that you would look at it more deeply and integrate it with your life career planning. Imagine just a couple of dollars spent daily for the products you love, investing towards your health. No inventory requirements. Is there financial risk involved in that? Anyone can achieve success. Many of us are strapped down and paralyzed by the social norms and the paradigm we grew up with. For example, many of us fear having to choose something new that challenges us, which might just change our lives. Sometimes it's just easier to stay where we are. Okay, so first thing you need to do is decide. It's not deciding whether to do this business or not, but deciding what you wish to gain through Naturally Plus. I would look at 3 years from now. In reality, some people approach a prospect, get rejected, and they quit. Can you imagine giving up after so little effort? Wouldn't you agree that the outcome in this example is a result of someone who hasn't decided? Could it be possible that the only reason the prospect said no was because he or she saw the lack of commitment or determination in you? Don't worry though, people don't always take action even though they have made their decision. It's from moving forward little by little that we slowly but surely strengthen and solidify our conviction. Once the decision is solidified, nothing can stop you from attaining your success. Now let's get into detail on goal setting. You need to set long-term, mid-term, and short-term goals. A long-term goal can be as simple as putting effort into a business for a set period of time, such as 3 years. Another example is to say, I want to be making $5,000 per month within 2 years. If you were asked whether you would succeed in that given time span, you may say that you will, but no one knows what the future holds until the time comes. Be sure to ask yourself whether the result was because of choices you made or if it was from not doing what you decided you would do. A midterm goal is very important. Find that something you want to attain that would make you most happy. For me, it was simply having peace of mind that I can take care of my family. It doesn't matter what it is, so long as it excites every cell in your body. Something that you would think about all the time, day or night. For these type of goals, many successful people often have a dream board with all kinds of pictures and magazine cutouts illustrating their desires. Others may have a special notebook dedicated to this purpose where once they achieve a certain ideal, they would cross it out and write their appreciation. Another example of goal setting is that you can tell a high jumper to jump 2 meters high, but without a bar set, he won't make it. It's because the bar exists that a jumper can soar through the air. If you ask someone to jump a 50-centimeter bar, despite the small challenge, many would underestimate the situation and stumble with failure. A goal, therefore, cannot be too high or set too low. Everyone has a different comfort zone, therefore choosing the right goal for everyone is very important. Short-term goals are what we are about to get into with more detail in this training. It's deciding what to do from this moment, accomplishing the tasks at hand. Once set, the rest is not as difficult as you may think. Once you have your goal set, it's essential to decide on a plan. When a plan is devised, that's when you can make your schedule. Act upon your schedule and then think. Those doing business based on this cycle are enjoying every moment. However, there are too many who go through the cycle the opposite way by thinking way too much, or shall we say, just simply worrying or daydreaming. You need to make your decision and then take action. Once you act, there will be a reaction. It's thinking of what to do next upon response to the reaction that's important. First, let's begin by developing your list. What you want to think about is everybody. Everyone is going to be interested in better health and developing an additional income stream. I encourage you to write your list down on paper. Don't use your address book in your mobile phone. It's important to have the list in your hands so that you can write down the order of priority and note down your appointments. We want to pick up and approach those that are oriented to success first. Think of your friends and your family. Get your holiday list out. Get all your business cards out that you have collected over the years. And how about all those people in your email address book? And think about all the people that send you emails every single day. We're looking for people with large circles of influence, people with networks. That would be someone like a health professional, a doctor, or a chiropractor, even that person who does your hair. And think of people you know who are already successful in business. People that you admire, people with leadership skills, those who are health-minded, happy and energetic, go-getters, people who are already in network marketing. You're building a network marketing team, and it's great to have people who have experience in this rewarding industry. What I found is that the best people interested in this kind of business are people who have a burning desire to change their position in life. You never know what that person may do or become. You need to give them a chance to say yes. Now remember, just writing the list down doesn't mean anything unless you decide to make your contact. Also, don't just randomly start calling everyone and anyone. You need to prioritize and have a plan. Think about each one of them, their health and financial situations. You need to plan your actions. Make a column where you can write down the date that you'll approach them about Naturally Plus. A list can be simple. Name, age, phone number, email address, home address is more than enough to get you started. Now, before we go on, I would like to share with you an essential state of mind that you must be in to truly leverage the power of the Naturally Plus compensation plan. For example, if your financial goal is to earn $10,000 per month, you need to plan on achieving the spirit bonus every month and help your team members below you to do the same. But first, let me explain. Everyone has a present, a past, and a future. When you make your list, it will all be filled with your network of people that you have made in your past till the present. You begin contacting your friends through email, phone calls, webinars, live seminars, and even seeing them in person, presenting one-on-one how great Naturally Plus is. As you can understand, not everyone will be part of your group right away, due to the fact that everyone has their own timing. However, even if all your friends and family decide to buy their own monthly supply of products, it would still be difficult to reach your goal of achieving the spirit bonus. You may be able to invite 10 friends the first month, and then 10 friends the next. But can you invite 10 friends every month until you reach your goal? Remember how many people you've listed. You will realize that you will someday run out of appointments and you would have to make new friends and acquaintances on your own. You need appointments with the people you will meet in the future. Sponsoring is very important, and we highly recommend sponsoring as many people as you can. You might be the only one out there that can tell them about Naturally Plus. But just imagine 10 of your members sponsoring 10 each. That's 100 new members. Those 100 sponsoring 10 each, that would make a new 1,000. Imagine everyone having a list of 100 people each. That would make a list of 100,000 possibilities, and much more. You see, be sure to focus on the future list that will come about from your group, and don't spend too much time pondering on your list from the past. This is the power of the Naturally Plus business and the key to success in network marketing. You will never run out of appointments and your group will grow exponentially. A network of people connecting with each other through mutual trust can create a list far greater than any company can ever buy. This network of trust is a priceless treasure that many would pay a fortune for, but can never be bought. Those you've directly sponsored are considered first level. Those sponsored by your first level members are therefore called second level, and so on. Keep in mind to which level you have grown your group to. Being able to earn from infinite levels in Naturally Plus, we have a saying that at the 7th level, you will find a diamond, someone who may exceed in results even beyond your wildest imaginations. So, stop dreaming and start writing your list right now. Now that you've made your list, you have to pick up that phone and start calling. Set up your appointments. The key is to talk to people with passion about the future attainable through Naturally Plus. It's not what you say, but your enthusiasm and the passion that get people excited. Find what's missing in people's lives and show them how Naturally Plus can fill that, and you do that by simply asking questions and showing concerns. It's not how much you know, but how much you care. Be a good listener. You need to listen and genuinely care about what they're saying, rather than trying to convince them of what you are saying. Guide them to discover how Naturally Plus can fill their desires and goals in their lives. It's very important to be yourself. So many people get too nervous and start talking as if they're out to sell something. The brightness in your voice and tone is what they hear and feel. The tone of your hello is very crucial. Bright and powerful. Relax and don't forget to pause and give them the time to respond. Making calls are just like trailers for a movie on television. You can't tell the most exciting scene of a movie on the phone and ruin the joy of seeing and feeling it firsthand in the movie theater. Most people talk too much. So here are some simple opening lines that you can use. If the money was right and it could fit into your schedule, are you willing to look at a new business plan? If I could show you a way to pay off your credit card bills, would it be worth 20 minutes of your time? Or if I could show you a way to stay at home with your kids and still make a great income, would it be worth 20 minutes of your time? Short, powerful, effective phrases that pique the interest. That's all we are doing, making them curious to want to know more. There are many ways you can ask your questions to set up the appointment. You may ask for referrals, for another example. Ask them for someone who's interested in an additional income line, health products, and so on. If the person you're calling is interested, they'll let you know. And if not, they may give you a good referral. That's all you're doing. You're asking for referrals. Most successful people who have built their business have built their business with referrals. It takes the pressure off of you, and it takes the pressure off of them, and it will open up opportunities to meet those further down the level. Once you get their attention and their curiosity going, set up the date, time, and place for the appointment. If you're going to do it online, tell them when they should be in front of a computer, because you would want them to check out the website, view Naturally Plus videos, and make sure to be professional about it. Never be late, and don't forget to call them the day before to remind them of the appointment and to get them more excited. Remember, you may not be able to set up an appointment on your first try right away. Timing is very important. Don't give up on someone just because they declined just once or even twice. Be patient and continue to approach them, as there will come a day when they will thank you for your persistence. It's generally never a no until they have at least been given the opportunity to truly see and hear it fully. There are hundreds of examples of very successful people, especially in Naturally Plus, that have reached their success by simply having perseverance. One advice is to always make your appointments when you're in the best state of mind and feeling motivated. Before we introduce you to several ways of presenting Naturally Plus, let's see what people really want to hear from you when you make your approach. First of all, when connecting with people, you need to be prepared to share with them how you got to know about Naturally Plus, why you got interested, and why you want to share it with them. You can do this when making your appointment, and again, share it when you're presenting Naturally Plus. You want to share your story. Keep the story short and simple. Don't make a story up, because if you're not you, your message would lack passion. People would see right through that. Like I've said before, passion and excitement are what gets through to them, whether it's through the phone or in person. Tell the story just as you experienced it. Just make sure not to get too excited and forget that it's a trailer, not a full explanation. I understand you want to tell them about the amazing things you've seen and heard of, but give them their opportunity to get the same deep impression by simply creating that curiosity. It's not the facts, such as being part of a multi-million-dollar company or the miraculous products that moves people, but the fire in your eyes and the energy in your voice. Remember, don't think so much about what you want to say as about what the prospect wants to hear. Then the response you will get will more often be the one you are aiming for. As the great Elmer Wheeler put it, don't sell the steak, sell the sizzle. One thing you can ask people is how they would like to receive the information. Would you like to read information, to listen, or watch a short video? Would you like to meet one-on-one or attend a webinar, telephone conference, or a live seminar? Obviously, the best way to share this amazing information is to meet them in person or where they can hear the information from an industry expert. There are many ways you can present Naturally Plus, but there are pros and cons for each method, and it's essential to know them and learn to use the appropriate method for each person. Remember, how you approach one person is not how you may approach another. It's essential to make sure your presentations are duplicable. You need to have a system, a formula of success, made for everyone at various levels of experience. The most common and powerful way to present any kind of message or proposal is to use the ABC system. The ABC system has been intensively tested for over a century, studied by psychologists, and incorporated by top salespeople and corporations, and has been proven to get results efficiently. You can practically use this system in almost any form of presentation, whether it's digital or in person, alone or with a group. A is for advisor. This is the person or media you are using to present Naturally Plus. This is often those who are successful and with more experience than you in Naturally Plus business. B is for bridge. This is you making a bridge between the advisor and the customer. Basically, you're matchmaking. C is for customer, the person or people you wish to convey the message to. The customer may be more open to listening to the advice from someone you introduce as being special, rather than hearing it from you, due to the fact that the customer may have assumptions derived from the past that may not portray the best business partner that you are in the present. The most important role in an ABC is the role of the bridge, the matchmaker. It's important to set up the appointment. However, the possibility of a great outcome compared to just a good one is highly dependent on the quality of the setup. It's all in the tee-up. Tee-up may be a new vocabulary for many of you, but it's a very old concept, and you may know it as edification. Edification, or to edify, is to build up credibility of a person, event, or institution, or more generally stated, to uplift. It's imperative that you edify your advisors and upline leaders. This greatly increases the likelihood that the person hearing the presentation will be more receptive, and as a result, the edified leader will have greater leverage to assist with the enrollment. Basically, just as you place your golf ball on the tee so that the head of the driver can most effectively strike with the sweet spot and create the greatest result, your setup or quality of edification can give a huge advantage. It is said that if the tee-up is good enough, even an amateur can go the distance. While if the tee-up is not present and the ball is buried underground, even the greatest golfers wouldn't be able to get an inch ahead. Tee-up is not something you really need to think about. The reason is that tee-up is simply expressing your gratitude towards the advisor, and showing gratitude is very natural. Let's strive to be someone who can show appreciation, someone who is always thankful for everything that comes your way. Tee-up is effective in many situations. For example, before a seminar, it's good to be at the seminar 30 minutes before the starting time so that you can introduce your friends to the speaker. You can use tee-up towards other participants in the seminar, as well as to help your friends feel more at home and less nervous at an environment they may not be acquainted to. If you're the MC at the event, your job will be crucial as you edify the presenter, setting the stage for them to present at their best. The bridge role can be used with one of the videos on the Naturally Plus website. Webinars are very powerful as it holds the pros of a seminar while keeping the mobility and flexibility of a video or ABC setup. You can tee up and get the prospects excited about seeing that video or attending the webinar you personally selected and how you totally recommend it. Remember to email or call them the day before and 30 minutes before the webinar to make sure they don't forget. When sending a video, make sure to ask them, when do you think you would finish watching it? And may I call you when you are done to ask what you thought of it? It's important to keep the initiative on your side. Give them the opportunity to respond. Short and simple questions such as, what got you excited about the video? Let them talk. Don't interrupt. Do you have enough information to start today? Be the best advertising agent. Don't sell. Refer people to this opportunity. When inviting a friend to a live seminar at a home meeting or hotel somewhere, depending on the time at which it starts, it's a good idea to meet up with them beforehand for lunch or early dinner to get them set up for the excitement to come. Enter the event 30 minutes before it begins so that your prospect can relax and get acquainted with the new environment. Introduce them to your upline leaders, cross-line team members, and create connections. Use tee up, and of course, you will also get tee up in front of your prospects as well, creating synergy. Remember, don't be a spectator. Don't just sit there and listen. Every member in the room is a bridge. Stay focused and be a player. It's quite often that it's not the speaker they are really paying attention to, but rather your reaction to the speaker. By sticking to your plan, making your list, choosing how you are going to approach your prospects, setting your appointments, sharing your thoughts and excitement about Naturally Plus, and asking the right questions, this is how you will see success in having people joining your business and become members. Let's say you got a list of 100 people and 17 appointments were set up. Everyone you make an appointment with will end up in one of the following categories. Number 1, business challengers. Number 2, product users. Number 3, undecided. Number 4, cancellations. Or number 5, no's. Remember, just because you're doing the business doesn't mean that everyone will also be interested. Your job is to make sure that even if they are not interested in the business, you still want them to take the products for all the good that it can do for them. It's important that the presentation and your follow-up to be for them and not for you. Don't force anything, but at the same time guide them to make the right decision. The key is to have them try the products. If they are open-minded, they will do this and may even refer you to other people. As a result of your 17 appointments, you came out with the following. Number 1, 3 business challengers. Number 2, 10 product users. Number 3, 1 undecided. Number 4, 1 cancellation. And number 5, 2 no's. Remember the important success cycle. Decide on your goal, set a plan, prepare your schedule, act upon your schedule, and then think. This is when you first think of the next plan and action of follow-up. What are your plans for those you have not yet made appointments with? Of course, you will continue setting up your appointments. It may be a challenge to get appointments with certain people. However, never underestimate the power of perseverance. If you receive a cancellation at the last minute, don't be discouraged. You need to stay calm and deal with these types of situations with control. In the end, it's the one who are determined that will win the prize. Maybe set up another date a few days later, or even a week later. You need to remain friends and not be offended. You never know what may have caused them to cancel. The only time you remove someone off your list is once they have become part of your group or part of someone else's group. That's right, your friends are also friends of others, and they may already be members in Naturally Plus. This happens all the time. People wait to talk to their friends only to find out they've joined up under someone else not too long ago. For those that are undecided, ask them, what information would you like to have so that you can make your decision? And be patient. Many may be very interested, yet they may not be good at expressing their excitement, and some are just simply slow starters. Now the follow-up for those that become product users is very important. First thing right after you sponsor them in, give them a call to congratulate them for their great choice. Registering online may seem intimidating at first, so it's essential to guide them through the process and make sure you reach the last screen confirming that the order has been accepted. The product will be shipped once the data gets processed in the system. Give your friends a call around the date that the products are expected to arrive. Ask them if all the products they've ordered are in the package. This may sound silly, however, there are many people that when they receive a package, they leave it somewhere and forget about it for days without even opening it. And when you ask them about it, they may say, "Oh yeah, I got the products," and leave out the fact that they haven't even opened it, which means they haven't even tried the products. As the old saying says, you need to strike while the iron is hot. Many are still skeptical, and most of them have never tried supplements before and might not be accustomed to taking them every day. Health doesn't improve overnight. Call them 3 days later. a week later, and don't ask them questions that can be answered with a simple yes or no. Ask them something like, how many pills are you taking per day? Or what times are you taking it during the day? It's vital to follow up with them as they take the product to see how they are feeling and to remind them of the importance of maintaining good health. It's very important to keep in mind that almost 90% of all our successful leaders only began business because of the wonders of the products. One of our top leaders used to be a product user for a year and a half before deciding to do the business. Business challenges in your group are the engines in your vehicle. But without the strong framework of dedicated loyal product customers to support you, your business will not get its necessary momentum. Help your directly sponsored members to do this and support your second level and third level members as well. Remember, the speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. The actions of the leader is reflected and mimicked by its members. This is the mirror concept. All that happens around us and how everyone relates to us and how they see us is all a reflection of how you see yourself. We often try to change others and blame problems in our lives on situations and uncontrollable circumstances. Things happen, but it's not what happens that's important, but how you react to when things happen. Remind yourself of the saying, birds of a flock fly together. Become the way you want others to be and lead by example. Earn every bonus that's out there. Do it efficiently and with speed, and your members will have a high standard to relate to. People are not born successful, but they are highly influenced by the leader they meet and the environment prepared. With your business-minded members, guide them and support them to do as you have done. Help them to sponsor their friends. Tell them about this training and do each task with them. It's very important to ask questions on how and why they want to do the business. For example, you might ask them, are you open to my recommendations on how to start with Naturally Plus? And how much money do you have to invest in your health and business? Show them your own list of prospects to help them make their own. Discuss and resolve their concerns. Give them real examples of what they could attain just by sponsoring friends. Your next step would be to become the advisor and help your group members to be successful matchmakers or bridges. This is where things get extremely fun. This is when you start meeting those in the second level and on. This business is about duplication. Do the same thing over and over again. There are 4 levels of advisors, which you should keep in mind. Number 1, super advisor. Number 2, closing advisor. Number 3, explanation advisor, and number 4, my story advisor. I would like to share with you a very simple example to help you understand the importance of duplication and having many advisors. Imagine you have a list of 100 people that you want to share Naturally Plus with. Most people can easily sponsor 10 friends the first month. Now, can you sponsor another 10 friends yourself in the next month? Maybe. How about the third month, the fourth? As you may have realized, being the only one sponsoring and continuously sponsoring every month to keep a constant 10 members joining every month is very difficult as you work your way through the list. Instead of trying to sponsor 10 new friends every month all by yourself, think about the benefit of supporting your members and help them sponsor 10 new members in each of their groups. This is duplication, and it's how you can start to produce infinitely. Imagine if you had an exact copy of yourself who can also create 10 new members as well. Your group will increase by 20 every month. Imagine if you had 3. That would make 30 per month. Just having 10 leaders and advisors in your group, creating 10 new members per month from the sponsoring of anyone in each of their group, your group will grow by 100 members per month. More advisors in your group would mean more appointments and sponsoring and more product purchase occurring in your team. You can only be a bridge while you have people you can sponsor. However, being an advisor, you can create infinite number of new members. Some people are talented in explaining the system and products and might become explanation advisors and even perform seminars. Some people might have great stories of how Naturally Plus products changed their lives. Some are very talented at helping people make the right decision, and they would be considered as what we call closing advisors.
Supervisors are those who are at a totally different level, where they can produce new advisors and completely lead someone to success. You can start by becoming a My Story advisor. Everyone has their story, and it doesn't take skill to tell your own. As you gain more skills and experience, strive for higher levels.
I have explained in detail of how to start and achieve success. However, there will be those out there who still will have difficulty in achieving the success they imagined. Problem solving is a must. This is the ability to deal with irregularities in the real world. When someone says no to your very best presentation, this is when your power to solve problems is being tested. Unconsciously, people are testing you to see whether you are serious about the business or not. Who would want to follow a leader who stops trying just because one presentation didn't go as well as they may have wanted? No one wants to be around a quitter. Have control over your emotions. I have seen people receive a no and get depressed for a week, and then ponder for another week, and finally start working again after the third. That's almost a whole month wasted for something that's past. You may not be able to avoid feeling bad. However, you can control how you react to it. Things happen. It's how you react to it that counts. Don't waste your precious time. It will never come back or wait for you. Remember, problem-solving power doesn't mean that you are doing it yourself. That's what's great about Naturally Plus, a business where you can achieve success as a team. I would like to end this training with a story called The God of Chance. There was once a man who lived in a little village. He was very faithful and loved God and believed in Him. One day, the little village that he was living in had a terrible storm, and a violent flood was about to swallow it up. The village sirens rang through the air, warning the villagers to flee. A friend of that man frantically knocked on the door and exclaimed, "The sirens are ringing. You need to get away. Come with us." However, the man replied, "I believe in God, and I have faith in Him that He will come and save me. I'll be okay. You go on without me." The friend left with his family. An hour had passed. The flood came up to the second floor. It was then that a boat came by with an old couple in it. "What are you still doing here? Come with us to start a new life. There is a bright future waiting for you." However, the man replied, "I believe in God. I have faith in Him that He will come and save me. I'll be okay. You go on without me." Giving up, the couple hurried away, and another hour passed. The flood became worse, and the man was driven to the roof. It was then when a helicopter came to the rescue. The rescuers threw a rope and exclaimed, "What are you doing? Hurry and grab the rope and come away with us." Yet the man replied, "I believe in God. I have faith in Him that He will come and save me. I'll be okay. You go on without me." So what happened to this man? Out of fear of change, he remained on the roof and drowned. The story is not over. The man with faith was able to go to heaven, where he had the opportunity to meet God. He cried to Him, "I was so faithful and loved you so much. How cruel of you to allow this to happen. Why didn't you come and save me?" Seeing the sadness of the man, God replied, "What are you talking about? I visited you 3 times and gave you that chance. The first time was when your friend knocked at your door. The second is when the couple came to you with the boat. Even in the end, you denied the rope sent to you from the helicopter. Why didn't you grab on? You may never know what form opportunity will come to you. I hope this story shares the importance of being ready for change, no matter the circumstances or where you may be in your lives. I hope this information has been helpful and that you'll apply all that you have learned to better yourselves and your business. I look forward to seeing all of you in person at one of our many seminars around the country. Until then, good luck and never stop trying.